tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run after the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow by every time.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Las Vegas Aces. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And guys, you have to admire the way these two teams play. They're all about ball movement.
I mean, you look at the stat sheet, look at the assist numbers these teams put up. There's not too much hero ball going on. They're unselfish.
Yeah, both sides are focused on working the ball around and generating the best shot possible. It's fun to watch.
Clark can't get it to go. Jackie Young on the wing. She's covered by Clark. Inside. It's stolen by Howard. Pass to Mitchell. She can't get that one to fall. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. Rebounded by the Fever.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Mitchell with it. They get it again. Can't hit from in close. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Joanna Bonner. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Las Vegas will take possession. Five to shoot. Here's Gray. From out on the wing. He knocks it down. Here's Clark. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Boston. That one falls coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell sometimes has that shoot-first mindset, but she's also always willing to make the next pass.
Outside Lloyd. Over Mitchell. Rebounded by the Fever.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Up top, Clark. Mitchell outside for three. Jackie Young the rebound.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
She gets it in there.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Outside Lloyd. Good on the three-point shot.
As a defense, you can't let that happen. You know, let Lloyd step into a jumper. Too deadly to allow the catch and shoot.
Now here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Bonner's shot is good.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Here's Lloyd. Over Mitchell. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark. It's a tie ball game.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be outmuscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Young's shot is off.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm a shock with you.
Count it. Good.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Stokes. And they call an illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Aces. To the inside. And that one's good. Stokes.
Jackie Young dropping dimes.
Indiana with the ball. Clark outside. Pass to Howard. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. And she banks in the layup.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
And here's Wilson. Here's Stokes. Lloyd. Over Mitchell. Lloyd, no good. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Clark. Wnba on the wing. Howard, guarded by Young. And the basket by Howard.
The attacking mindset of Howard. When she gets a good look inside, she doesn't pass it up.
Now Stokes. Wilson left side. Over Howard. Wilson can't hit.
The fadeaway, about her only option once she decided to shoot. Defender had very good position.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Howard. It's hauled in by the Aces.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Second
For the number 1 pick in the 2015 WNBA draft, it's safe to say that Jewel Lloyd has lived up to the hype.
Lloyd has been a steady, reliable scorer ever since she was selected with the top pick. Now in her 30s, she continues to be a key cog in this team's offense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And back in 2021, Jewel Lloyd put up 22 points in a quarter, a WNBA record.
Yeah, she did it in September of that year against the Mercury. Then in 2023, Lloyd leading the WNBA at almost 25 points per game. So we're talking about maybe the best scorer in the league.
Well, there's lots of ways you can build a team. What do you think is the best route, Tim?
Well, optimally, you want to draft and develop. But that's tough to do because it's hard to find rookies in second-year players who have a major impact. So you need to have patience if you want to draft and develop.
Yeah, so I like the teams that make smart trades, whether it's taking in picks, cashing in for a star. Asset management is the name of the game.
And when you think of the ideal floor general, Chelsea Gray might be the first person that comes to mind.
Well, just look at what she's accomplished. Multiple WNBA titles, a Finals MVP award. It's hard to find a more seasoned veteran leader at this point.
And the first one at the line is good. And one of the best free agent signings of late, Chelsea Gray going to Las Vegas.
I mean, you talk about a game changer. The Aces have been the number 1 seed in each of her first 3 years in Sin City, winning 2 titles over that span. Gray's been a huge part of the success in Las Vegas.
And so she makes both from the line.
A dead-eye outside shooter. Gray's confidence on the offensive end is what makes her so dangerous.
Pass to Clark. Six on the shot clock. Now Hull. From downtown, and another three for Indiana.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Gustafson. Here's Bell. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
That's rough. No one to blame but herself. She should definitely scored that time. I don't know what happened.
Back to Cunningham. Right wing. Here's Dantas. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Here's Bell. Ray. She's covered by Cunningham. And that one's good. Ray.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Ray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Now here's Cunningham. And it's Boston missing. Gray left side. Up top, Gustafson. Pass to Gray for three. Gets it to go from downtown.
An excellent cutter who plays well without the ball. Defenders have to lock in on Gray.
Outside Cunningham. And the basket is good.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
Gray outside. Pass to Gustafson. Lets it go. Again, Las Vegas.
All Chelsea Gray does is make her team better. Finds players in good positions to score.
Clark, that one's good.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Wilson. Now Bell. Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was 110, 115, you can get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, and of course, Aces season in full swing.
2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
And that's good as she hits both shots. And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Well, that's a good end to a not-so-good possession.
Pass to Bell. Gustafson. Gray with it. Wilson in the post. Working on Dantas. The Fever leading. Here's Colson. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old-school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that, and I like to see it.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And the first one drops. Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023. The first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
And in 2023, A'ja Wilson won her second straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's V for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, but A'ja led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
Now here's Dantas. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. A shot from 20 feet. What a play!
That's the end of the first frame with the score. The Las Vegas
Great shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out the quarter.
It's almost like you lose a possession.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Fever ahead. They lead by 2. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Here's the Fever with the ball. And here's Colson. Outside Howard. Clock at 6. Yep. Count it.
Well, you simply have to be aware of Natasha Howard inside. When she gets in position, she usually doesn't miss.
Pass to Stokes. Lloyd. Wilson. Guarded by Howard. They get the rebound. There's her third field goal, and she's now made half of her 6 shots.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And here's Colson. Hits it from 3-point range.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Lloyd. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, we are seeing why Lloyd was dubbed the Gold Mamba. She's got the mentality to answer right back.
Here's Mitchell. Now here's Bonner. Guarded by Young. Got a piece of it. Mitchell left side. Over Lloyd. A shot by Mitchell. No good. The Ace is trailing. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Off target from outside.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Dantas. Stokes with the rebound. To the middle. And that one's good. Wilson. And that'll tie this game up.
And this is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's comfortable attacking from that spot.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Well, Brian, her numbers may not pop out at you, but Dana Evans is a steadying presence at the point.
Absolutely. She makes good decisions. She excels at the pick and roll. She's got a reliable floater. She plays aggressive on-ball defense.
And the Fever making a change here. Gray defending. Bucket is good.
Once Bonner gets inside, it's already too late. She takes advantage of opportunities around the basket.
Wilson outside. Pass to Gray. And that misses. That would have put them up. So it's Indiana now. Here's Bonner. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
The finish from Bonner. She has that rare combo of length plus strength.
At the line for the away team,
punishment and still make the shot.
Bonner.
She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but DeWanna Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
In terms of defensive guards, who do you think is the best in the league, Brian?
I think you start with Brittany Sykes. She's been all defense the last 4 seasons and creates havoc at the point of attack.
I like Jordan Canada. You know, she's a little smaller at 5'6", but she piles up the steals, is normally amongst the league leaders, and is so quick. I mean, she is a menace guarding the ball. Sometimes she can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her, not a very well-advised shot.
No. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
Now here's Dantas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Now the Aces with it. Here's Wilson. Fouled hard that time. She'll get 2 shots at the line. And it goes on Demiris Dantas.
Love how tenacious Wilson is, just daring defenders to foul her on the way up.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. When you think about dominant players in the league, A'ja Wilson right now is the first person that comes to mind.
Well, her game really speaks for itself, doesn't it? And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And good on both. The Fever leading. Now here's Clark. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Looking to end her cold spell. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
Not a whole lot going down for her. She can't catch a break.
Indiana foul. Natasha Howard. First personal foul.
She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, A'ja Wilson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Here's Clark. 5 points in the game. Pass to Mitchell. On the clock. Oh, rejected by Jewel.
What effort from Jewel Lloyd. Playing the game with passion on both sides.
Young with it. It's good. It's her second basket. She's shooting 2 for 4.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Indiana trailing. Mitchell outside. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that 3-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Young's shot is off. Pass to Clark. Now Bonner. Outside Howard. 4 on the clock. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Wilson. They get it back. Good D by Natasha Howard.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Bonner can't hit. Now here is Lloyd. Defense right on her. Wilson, guarded by Howard. Bonner outside. And that one's good.
An adaptable scorer, Bonner shows the ability to outduel opponents on contact finishes.
Outside Lloyd. And it's good for 2.
What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Pass to Mitchell. Howard. Bonner, guarded by Young. Back to Bonner. Shoots over Young. That one rolling around and rims out. The Aces trailing. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
Bonner outside. And it's good. 2 points. Now the Aces with it. Gray outside. Here's Wilson. That's all good. And that's the 5th basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Yeah, just an elegant offensive weapon. Wilson has way too many go-to moves to count. Defenses have a hard time keeping up with her.
Here's Clark. And no good. Nice D from Chelsea Gray. Pass to Young. Now Gray. She's guarded by Dantas. And there's the foul on the shot. She'll go to the line.
Founded back in 2021, the Commissioner's Cup has been an awesome addition to the WNBA season.
Oh, we all have loved it. It brings extra excitement to the schedule. So much so that the NBA adopted their own version of it.
Yeah, and it's been great in the NBA. And what I love about it, we get a final way before the final. So you get a taste of postseason pressure a lot earlier.
And she can't get the first one. And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now. Clark outside. Pass to Cunningham, and here's Boston. Here's Hull. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. Shots next.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Lexi Hull. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Aces making a switch. She hits both from the stripe. And the Aces with possession. They trail by 1. And the Aces call time here. Here's Gustafson. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Gustafson. That one goes. Count it.
Tremendous vision for Mitchell to spot the wide open teammate. That kind of unselfishness is contagious.
Boston outside. Cunningham up top. Clark. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. Stokes with the rebound. The Aces with the lead. Mitchell outside. And Caitlin Clark with a block. And the layup's good off the glass. Now Young. She has 6. And here's Bell. Outside Young. Tries again. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. And she'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Megan Gustafson was the original star from Iowa, scoring 28 points per game as a senior.
Yeah, she didn't get, the hype of the latest Iowa star, Caitlin Clark. Megan, though, was a National Player of the Year herself, and the lefty has been a quality WNBA player.
One shot.
Indiana trailing. Here's Colson. Boston outside. Clark. The 3. They get it back. And so he draws the foul on the shot. And that goes on Dana Evans.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
It's her first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the top pick in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston more than delivered her rookie season.
Oh, you can say that. I mean, she wasn't just Rookie of the Year. Aaliyah was also an all-star, led the W in field goal percentage, top 10 in key metrics for a center, rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from the top overall pick in Aaliyah Boston?
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Now here's Evans. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Missed inside. Pass to Colson. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She's now 2-3. The Aces trailing. And here's Gustafson. Now Stokes. Outside Evans. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
Don't be fooled by Evans' 5'6" height. Dana can more than hold her own around the hoop.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Clark. Here's Hull. Boston right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Clark. Steps back and fires. And here's Colson. From the arc. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Las Vegas.
The Aces on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back
52.
right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the Golden State Squad.
it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. And, you know, A'ja Wilson has been really making it happen.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. Clark outside. That one falls coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet. And the Aces with possession. Pass to Young. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
Now here's Hull. Bonner, guarded by Young. Now here's Mitchell. A kick out to Bonner. Let's go with a three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
3 points.
Another bucket from Bonner. When she is scoring, it opens up the court so much for her teammates.
Pass to Lloyd. Stokes. And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston. That's her first foul.
First team foul. In for Indiana, Natasha Howard.
Gray outside. Pass to Stokes. Shot clock at 5. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. And the Aces another three.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Mitchell covered by Lloyd. Here's Natasha Howard for three. Nice defense from A'ja Wilson. And the layup is good.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Lloyd. And there it is.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Stokes. Jackie Young on the wing. Bonner defending. Young shot's good.
Flashy handle from Young certainly doesn't lack confidence on the floor.
Indiana trailing. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And Jackie Young went first overall back in 2019. And her transition to the W probably wasn't as smooth as she would have liked.
And they had some ups and downs in those 3 years. But year 4, 2022, Young put it all together, an all-star and most improved player, a big part of that 2022 and 23 Aces title runs.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Mitchell. Now Howard. Bonner, guarded by Young. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. A shot by Boston, no good. The Aces with the lead. Young with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Wilson. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so
Third personal foul. Second team
So
foul.
productive inside. Wilson is assertive down low and is always looking to make her mark.
The first one falls. And she makes both free throws. Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Bonner. Boston outside. Mitchell up top. Covered by Lloyd. 6 to shoot. Caitlin Clark with the 3. They grab their own miss. Boston, no good.
Nice work there to contest the finish inside.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted, but her defense laid waste to those plans.
Wilson with the bucket.
They're doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there, consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely.
Now here's Boston. She's got 7. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Gray, she's covered by Clark. Count that one.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
It's Boston. Good from long range.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
Pass to Young. Shoots over Bonner. Rebounded by the Fever. Mitchell left side. Stokes with the rebound. Stolen by Clark. Pass to Boston. Stokes with the rebound. Here's Las Vegas. 6-point lead. And Lloyd gets it to go.
Showing the strength right there. Lloyd busting her way through the paint.
Mitchell, right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So fast and agile, guys. I mean, went right to the defense and took it right to the rack.
Outside Lloyd, 3-pointer. But they recover it. Goes back up. And she takes it up and lays it in.
Well, she's never one of the taller players in the lane, but Lloyd's crafty moves help her get buckets down low.
Pass to Mitchell. Foul call that time on the way up.
Drew Lloyd. First personal foul. First team
That one
foul.
on Lloyd.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoff with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
So she gets them both. Now Gray. 12 points for her. Pass to Lloyd. Puts up a 3. Basket made. That gives her 7 field goals and 13 tries.
Yeah, Lloyd is simply rolling right now. She can really run up the scoreboard when she's feeling it.
And stolen by Lloyd. Pass break, Las Vegas. Pass to Gray. And she comes up with the deuce.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentage for these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Lloyd, she's covered by Mitchell. Gray, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Stokes. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Wnba on the wing. Covered by Gustafson.
Drawing fouls, frustrating her opponents on the offensive end. That's one of the strengths of Bonner.
This is her second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Joanna Bonner. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And she knocks down the first one. Good on the second, so she makes both. The Aces leading. Pass to Gustafson. Here's Bell. Bonner defending. Bell can't hit.
Great looking defense to throw off her shot.
Yeah, turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's Stokes. Finished off the break.
You know, the D pays so much attention to Lloyd, it allows others to get open looks. One reason Lloyd is a valuable offensive talent.
Now here's Mitchell. 13 points in this game. That rebound by Evans. Rebounded by the Fever. Boston outside. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Bonner. Wnba on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
When Bonner gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate. She's good in catch and shoot situations.
Lloyd, Cole defending.
Aces foul. Kia Stokes. Second personal.
The Aces making a switch.
Substitution for your Las Vegas Aces. Jackie Young.
Indiana trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bonner outside. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Bell. No good with the layup. And here's Indiana. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, in the paint, Mitchell's power gives her an edge. She's able to get around any defenders.
Now here is Lloyd. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Gustafson. Young with it. He's against Bonner. Gustafson gets the bucket.
Yeah, Young is such an effective ball handler. Spots the wide open shooter and passes the rock.
Hull with the ball. Outside Howard. Pass to Mitchell. Boston right side. Shoots a fader. Stays out of the basket for the 6th time and 10 shots for her this game. Here's Lloyd. And the rebound goes to the Fever. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Bonner missing.
Shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind.
Don't let the opponent score again.
And here is Lloyd. Pass to Bell. Lets it fly from 18. That falls. Nice feed that time from Drew Lloyd. And we've watched the preview so far in this one. Aces ahead, up by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
What a terrific, unselfish play. Could have tried to take it herself, but chose to set up her teammate. And what a setup it was.
Yeah, and as a two guard, she's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see her orchestrating for her teammates instead.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. It's Jewel Lloyd with the drive, and she uses the glass on the layup.
That is Lloyd's game. Take it hard to the hoop, make them pay.
Clark outside, pass to Boston. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
Right side, Young. Now here's Gray. She's covered by Clark. Offensive rebound. Basket counts.
Offensive rebounding is all about hustle for Wilson. But really, it's also about reading shots, correctly anticipating the angles and the bounces.
Now here's Boston. Clark back to Boston. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and will do high.
One of the areas Aaliyah Boston really shines is on the glass.
Yeah, she is an efficient rebounder. And as we all know, rebounds often win or lose games. Then you add in Boston's offensive efforts, and she really is a big contributor to team success.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw.
And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential.
Now here's Clark. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint.
Nice shot by Boston. The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Pass to Gray. Here's Wilson. Guarded by Howard. Back to Wilson. That falls. At that time from Jackie Young.
Really one of the best players in the pick and roll. Wilson has a great feel off the screen.
Outside Howard. Now Clark. West side Boston. Gustafson with the rebound. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Even though she's little compared to the bigger players on the floor, she's done some tall work on the boards.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
One shot.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Here's Wilson.
Fever foul. Clark. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses, so she goes 1 for 2.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting. And it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Lloyd. Gustafson. The Aces with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Gray. Lloyd from long range. Yes. Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Pays great attention to detail. Gray is alert and constantly looking for open teammates.
Pass to Hole. Howard. Shot clock at 5. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Gray outside.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Back to Wilson. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Here's Clark. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Third personal foul.
Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league.
At the line,
and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. I mean, she attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
First free throw is good.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Lloyd. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Here's Howard. Misses off the left iron. The Aces with the lead. Launches a 3. And Clark pulls it down. Pass to Mitchell. Nice defense from Asia Wilson.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
And here is Gray. The shot, no good.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
Bonner outside. Mitchell. Back to Bonner. Pass to Howard. Clark, covered by Lloyd. Pulls it from 20. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
She needs some help as well. She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Now here's Bonner. Outside Howard. Pass to Clark. Launches it. Wilson pulls it down.
Here's Young.
And here's Stokes. Bonner defending. Wilson outside. Pass to Gray. Puts it up. Natasha Howard pulls it in. And it's the Fever ball. Trailing by 10. Caitlin Clark with the three. In for her 7th make in 13 attempts.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Gray in the post. She's covered by Clark. Gray, no good. Luana Bonner for three. Las Vegas grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Young. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Boston with it.
Pass to Mitchell. Takes the three. Wilson pulls it down. And here are the aces now. It's a 10-point game. Outside Lloyd. Now Stokes. There's the triple. Mitchell grabs the board. Clark. Gray defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball.
Where was she going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
Here's Gray.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Back to Gray. Pass to Wilson. And Bonner pulls it down. Clark with it. Gray defending. Another shot. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to a strike for two.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the away team, Aaliyah Boston. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so she hits them both. And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Here's Wilson.
The offensive rebound.
And another miss by Las Vegas. Bonner, guarded by Young. A nice shot by Bonner.
Assist from
Oh, man.
Clark.
She is so good at making those lead passes.
Pass to Wilson. Stokes. Gray outside. Now here's Wilson, guarded by Howard. In deep. Good D by Natasha Howard.
Boy, what a rough quarter for her. But it doesn't look like she's lost her confidence, and I like it. Keep on shooting. She keeps looking for her shot. Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Now here's Gray. Down low. It's stolen by Natasha Howard. Clark left side. Boston. There's the foul. It's on Howard.
Natasha Howard.
That's her fourth foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Now here's Gray. Defense is right there. Wilson guarded by Howard. And it's in.
I admire how A'ja Wilson's able to elevate her level of play in the clutchest of situations.
Clark. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Wilson. She's covered by Mitchell. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot. So she'll go to the line. Three-point play opportunity. That sends A'ja Wilson to the free throw line. It's on Kelsey Mitchell.
Wilson shooting one.
Timeout called.
Timeout for the Fever.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Clark. Right side, Howard. No good there.
The defense was ready for her, got a hand in her face, and made that one much tougher.
And that's something that every team needs. Rugged interior defense to just make your opponent think twice about coming down the lane.
Clock at 6. Gray with it. Kept alive.
Fever foul. Natasha Howard. 5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, A'ja Wilson. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. She hits both free throws. And it's a 9-point game here.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Indiana again missing. Here's Mitchell. So the Aces winning. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work.
Your support is what makes this possible.
And that's a wrap, everyone.